The purpose of this resource is to provide guidance for utilizing scaffolds that are embedded in your EL Education District curriculum. Scaffolding is an instructional method that progressively moves students toward greater independence and understanding during the learning process. It is a temporary support that acknowledges what students already know, the barriers they will face in achieving new learning goals, and the instructional support that will benefit them in negotiating those barriers. Throughout this learning opportunity, we'll focus on examples of scaffolds that already exist within the EL education lessons, using Lesson 6 from Grade 5, Module 1, Unit 1. An EL Education Scaffold Overview document for elementary ELA grades 2 through 5 can be found in the Learning Central under the appendix within each grade level module and in the teacher planning tools for your grade level curriculum. Please refer to this document for additional supports as you plan. The lesson components listed on this slide are where you can locate embedded scaffolds within lessons and will be highlighted throughout this presentation. In this lesson, students will determine the main ideas and summarize Article 23 of the UDHR, along with describing how pages 39 through 57 of Esperanza Rising contribute to the structure of the story. Also note that some students may connect with Esperanza's experience personally or deeply. Be aware of this when discussing the story and when students are to reflect. Students may need additional support writing a summary. Consider placing those who need additional support in one group to receive teacher support. The Universal Design for Learning provides strategies for reaching different students in different ways they may learn. In this lesson, the model summary is displayed and analyzed. Consider using color coding symbols that draw a connection between the model and the criteria for a summary. When students are writing their summary, provide them with support such as individual checklists that is color-coded with the elements that you analyzed in the model essay. The vocabulary focused in this lesson are academic vocabulary words. The talking points on page 109 of the teacher guide are excellent resources to teach the vocabulary in this lesson. Continue to have a student write the word on a sentence strip or a note card with a simple illustration. Remember, you may have those who need heavier support, needing individual word lists based on their English language development or other support needs. Remember, after you read the chapter, as well as the close read of Article 23 of the UDHR, remember to have students add unfamiliar words to their academic and domain-specific vocabulary forms. During Work Time B, when introducing subject and predicate, consider giving examples from simpler, more familiar sentences first. Display these sentences on sentence strips or chart paper on the wall for student reference. When students complete the note catcher with main ideas and then write a summary, realize that this is a whole class guided activity. Pair students up for a think, pair, share, and allow for discussion often. Consider having them color code the note catcher and summary. Instead of this being a whole class activity, you could group students in small heterogeneous groups. But you may also want to group students who need more support in one group and guide them through the activity as the teacher. Here's an example of the summary that is color-coded. There are many great scaffolds in the teacher guide in the lesson. Pointed out are just a few key ones, such as using the paragraph frame and providing the supporting details for some students to choose from rather than coming up with supporting details on their own. During read aloud of the chapter, ensure students are following along silently. Stop often to check for understanding. After reading the chapter, there is a mini language dive available in the teacher guide on page 98 through 99. This is from a key sentence in the chapter. Language dives benefit all students and can challenge even those performing above grade level. Scaffolding is an instructional method that progressively moves students toward greater independence and understanding during the learning process. Refer to the EL Education Scaffold Overview for grades 2 through 5 for additional resources that may provide further support. As a reminder, additional resources and professional learning videos can be found in Learning Central. If you need more assistance with differentiating scaffolding lessons, you may wish to reach out to the experts in your building, the ESL teacher, the special ed specialists, the intervention team facilitator, or your central office coordinating teachers for support.